What's going on, guys? It's Ziggy from Shonen Origins, and today I want to talk about Asa and Jump Force. Well, so now the marketing is really amping up for Jump Force. We're seeing a lot of gameplay on a lot of characters that we haven't seen yet because the game's coming out very soon. I'm recording this on the January 30th, so the game is only like 15 days away. And if you see my Jump Force Origins video for Asa, where I ran down like the character as his abilities and things like that, I brought up the fact that Asa has 3 swords as far as the manga is concerned. I don't know how far they're up in the anime, but the manga right now he has 3 swords. He has the Demon Slayer sword, the first sword he gets. Then the second sword he gets is the Demon Dweller sword, and then the third sword he just got recently is the Demon Destroyer sword. And I brought up that it's kind of weird that in Jump Force we only seen him with the Demon Slayer sword, and that not all the time, but sometimes Asa will hold both swords, the Demon Slayer sword and the Demon Dweller sword. As we know, the Demon Slayer sword basically cuts through magic, while the Demon Dweller sword, it can't cut through magic, but also could absorb magic, meaning that it becomes more of a ranged weapon, right? So say someone does ice magic towards Asa, he's able to absorb that ice magic and send it back to his opponents. It also is pretty cool because he could combine the attack with his teammates. So I'm watching the gameplay on Asa, and I'm looking at his moveset. You finally seen his 3 specials, and 3 specials names are the Demon Slayer sword, his second special is the Demon Dweller sword, and his third special is the Black Hurricane. Now, I also went over what possibly could be Asa's specials, because Asa's only really named 3 moves in Black Clover, and that's a Black Hurricane, the Bull Thrust, and the Black Meteorite. Now we know the Black Meteorite is his ultimate and the Black Hurricane's in the game, but his second special is the Demon Dweller sword. Now why I'm a little disappointed with this is because I don't know, like I feel like you could have did something a little bit more unique with the character. Like, you know how in some fighting games when the character has possibly like 2 weapons, when they switch to another weapon, kind of changes the way they fight. I think that would be kind of cool to do with Asa, rather than just making the Demon Dweller sword the second attack, and it's just a little combo. He brings out the second sword and he does a combo on the opponent, and it looks cool, but I feel like they could have did something a little bit more interesting with the character to make him a little bit more unique from the rest of the roster. And it's not like they don't have the moves, right? Easily the 3 specials could have been what you call Black Hurricane, Bull Thrust, and then they could have made up a third one, and then his ultimate would have been the Black Meteorite, rather than naming 2 of his specials off of his swords. And there's not really anything cool about the Demon Slayer sword technique. It's just him slashing forward and doing like a little horizontal cut. And like I said, the Demon Dweller sword, when he brings out the second sword, he does a little combo, but the second sword goes away. So I'm just saying, like, I think that was like my biggest fear with going into the game, is like they're not gonna do many things to make every character unique on the roster. There's some characters that have unique things. Like, I like the fact that Sasuke, when he uses Amaterasu, is like the Black Flame stay on whatever portion of the stage you use it on, and it could affect the opponent. I think that's cool. That could bring up a lot of like I guess what I'm looking for, traps for your opponent. And there's other things like Hisako is really cool in the game because Hisako could counter projectiles. And if you play the game, you know that almost every character has a projectile. It's one of the best move types to have in the game, so for him to be able to counter projectiles is really good. But like I said, I wish they would have did a little thing unique with Asa as far as his moveset goes. But I mean, he looks pretty cool. Like I said, if you've been watching this channel, if you have a sword, I'm using you. I'm all team sword. Sasuke, Zoro, Kenshin, Shishiro, Asa, the list goes on. If you have a sword, you're on the squad. That's just how the squad's gonna be. And my avatar is going to have a sword. I hope, you know, even though Zabuza is not in the game, oh my god, I hope Zabuza's sword is in the game. That'd be really dope to use Zabuza's sword. But yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on Asa as a character. And you know what? I might as well make this a 2-part. I was gonna make this a separate video, but I might as well go over this. Alright, so since the game is starting to, like, you know, the countdown starting to go, like I said, making this video is only like 15 more days. And that's if you buy the game early, right? If you buy the game early, you can play on the 11th, which I'm not a fan of. If you get to play the game 4 days early if you pay $100. I think that's bullshit. But that's just a different discussion about games, and gaming companies do that in general. But if you buy the $100 version of Jump Force, $100 in the US, I don't know how much it is in other countries, you can play the game 4 days early, so you will be able to play on January the 11th, which is a Tuesday, instead of the 15th, which is a Friday, I believe. So Now we are starting to think, all right, is this the final roster of characters? Now, I'm assuming it is. Now, Xbox is having an event. I forgot what the event is called. There's an event they do every once in a while. It's kind of like a Nintendo Direct, but not really like a Nintendo Direct, where they kind of go over games coming on Xbox, you know, because Crackdown 3 is coming out soon, so Microsoft has to show you why this game is not a failure. So, on this Xbox event that is on February 5th, they're gonna do they're gonna show off like Crackdown 3, The Division 2, a whole bunch of future games, and they're also showing up Jump Force. Cause remember when they first even showed Jump Force to the world, it was revealed at Microsoft's press conference at E3. And remember, I've gone over this multiple times. A lot of the character decisions they did in this game is because they're trying to also meet the standards of characters that are liked over here in America. Also, that's why One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball had such a big focus that it did in the first place. Even Bleach, like Bleach has 5 characters. Bleach has the second amount of characters, I believe, compared to everybody. And because even though, you know, Bleach popularity died down as the series went on, it's still fairly popular, especially here in America. So, I was thinking, like, is it possible that they might reveal a character during the Xbox little event that they're doing on February 5th? Now, I'm not sure, but if they were going to reveal character, right, that was like the last place they're gonna reveal character. Which character from a series would they reveal? Would they reveal a character from a series that's already been announced, or would they announce a new series with the main character of that series? And since this is an Xbox event, right, which basically, for the most part, Xbox is pretty much dead everywhere except America, UK. So basically, if you're gonna pick a character here, it has to be something that Americans are familiar with. So if I'm gonna guess, right, I don't know, but if I was gonna guess, if they're gonna reveal a character right here on Xbox little event on February 5th, I had to guess it will be from My Hero Academia. Now, as you know, My Hero Academia is gaining a lot of steam, especially here in America. I don't know what the sales are. I don't know what the numbers, but people like it. It's one of the more popular shonen out there. People like My Hero Academia, and right now, My Hero Academia only has 1 character, and that's Deku. So I don't believe by the time this game's life end is that we're only gonna have Deku. I do believe All Might will be in the game, or possibly yeah, All Might is probably the one I would think of the most. Now, obviously, usually they like to pick a hero and a villain from the series, but I feel like All Might is just so popular as a character, and people want to play All Might so much that he'll be in the game. And also, it'll be kind of easy to do All Might because you could take some of the moves that Deku Ray has already and kind of like copy paste it onto All Might. So I feel like from a developer side, it'll be very easy to do All Might also. Now, also, they could do Black Clover. Like, Black Clover is also gaining steam. Oh, I know you guys are hating right now. Black Clover haters. Like, no, I don't want to see no more Black Clover. I said, no, Black Clover characters. Sit down. Relax. Black Clover has its popularity. It has a character that is loved. Alright, so if I had to pick a second character from Black Clover, it'll be Yuno. Now, from a personal standpoint, what character I would like to be in the game that I don't have to pay for would be Hiei. Once again, Hiei has a... Well, would they use Hiei's sword? Hiei didn't always use a sword in Yu Yu Hakusho, so that'd be pretty interesting. But he better have a sword. If you're paying Hiei in the game, Bandai, please have a sword. Don't take away Hiei's sword. But once again, like I said, we over here, we team sword. And Hiei is not necessarily my favorite character from Yu Yu Hakusho. Actually, Yu Yu Hakusho is pretty rare, because Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of the rare mangas where the main character is my favorite character. Usually the main character is not my favorite character when it comes to a lot of mangas and animes and even TV shows in general, but rarely Yusuke is my favorite character in Yu Yu Hakusho. But yeah, what character I would personally like to see is Hiei. Now, we do know that there's 9 DLC characters. DLC for this game probably won't be revealed till March. There's no way they reveal DLC anytime this month, because it'll just make a lot of people upset, because you'll just start to wonder, like, all right, imagine this, right? Us Naruto fans, right? Imagine they show DLC for Madara like 5 days after the game comes out. I mean, what am I supposed to think? I'm supposed to be like, wait a minute, you had Madara ready and you gave me Kaguya instead? Like, are you serious right now? I mean, that's how I would be. I'd be like, yo, that's some bullshit, bro. Like, you had Madara on the back end and you gave me Kaguya when Madara is basically done, since you're already telling me this DLC is coming out in March. I mean, that Madara has to be basically done, and you gave me Kaguya? Are you serious? So, they probably won't show, the first DLC, I assume, won't release till probably like the end of the March, beginning of April. and we probably won't hear about it until like the V Jump issue of March. That's just my train of thought about it. They don't want to show off the DLC character too soon, because it'll make us look at them with side eye, like okay, it looks like it was done, and you just held off on not paying in the game because you wanted DLC, right? So I don't think we'll see any DLC characters until like the end of March. But yeah, just a quick thought on Asa, if they're gonna possibly show any more characters for the game. Personally, I think this is a lock. I don't see them showing any more characters for the game. I think this is a lock. I think the roster is a lock. Like I said, the game comes out basically in 2 weeks. So to me, it's basically a lock. But I guess that Xbox event that they're doing on February 5th is like really the last place to get big eyes on the game and show a character from the game that people will be familiar with. And since Xbox is really big with the American audience and not really elsewhere, I'm gonna have to guess for either My Hero Academia or Black Clover, or I doubt they introduce another character from Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball, but you never know. Alright, man. It's your boy Ziggy from Shonen Origins. Remember, if you're new here, hit that sub button. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button in the comment section. Who are you looking forward to using the most? Like, what is like a guaranteed 3-man squad? Now, we do know you use your avatar, but honestly, this is the type of game where I'm not too hyped to use an avatar. But what's your 3-man squad? My 3-man squad, they're gonna have swords. I don't know exactly yet. I gotta see how Shishiro plays. I love me some Shishiro, but they have to have a sword. But the one character I am truly looking forward to using the most, honestly, is Asa. Because like I said, if you've been watching my videos, Asa is probably one of my favorite new characters in the last couple of years. Not necessarily my favorite character, but one of my favorite new characters in the last couple of years. But yeah, man, deuce, pieces, all of above.